Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Pawnee. If you guys don't know, I'm a reaction channel and I stream Marvel Snap 4 or 5 times a week. Y'all came here to hear my review, my thoughts on the new Deadpool Wolverine movie. I would consider myself a Marvel fan. Am I like a full fanatic that knows all the fun facts and all the background and the lore behind characters? No, but I do enjoy most, if not all, of the Marvel movies. Some are definitely way better than others. About 2 years ago, I started this game, Marvel Snap. Check me out on Twitch at PawneePun. Ever since then, I wanted to learn more about the characters. I wanted to watch all of the Marvel movies from timeline orders. And of course, I had to watch the Deadpool and Wolverine movie in the theaters. I also have a little bit of emotional background with Deadpool because me and my husband, our first date was Deadpool 1. We saw the second one in theaters, and of course, we had to see the third one in theaters. I have not been to a movie theater in over 4 years, probably even 5, because of course the pandemic happened, and ever since then, your girl has not been at a movie theater since then. So I did not get disappointed. Deadpool and Wolverine movie. This was my first movie back and it did not disappoint. It made me really miss going to the cinema and getting that big screen feeling, action-packed, loud noises, vibrating ground. It made me miss going to the movies because ever since the pandemic happened, I always had this icky feeling about going to the theaters. But this was a pleasant experience. I went to AMC, so it was one of those big cushioned recliner type movie theaters. Not a sponsorship, but you know, AMC. Hey! Deadpool and Wolverine was very funny. I enjoyed the movie all throughout. It was action-packed. This is what I would have expected from a Deadpool movie. I know what they're like watching the first and second one. Me and my husband loved it so much. I want to rate a 10 out of a 10. It was a good time. It was executed nicely. The actions, man. Okay, so now we're going to the spoiler part of the review. First of all, first scene. I could not stop smiling at that first scene. Deadpool was dancing till bye bye bye, and he was like just on a murder spree. I was just smiling the whole way through. It was action packed. It got me excited. It made me miss Deadpool. It made me realize that Deadpool is one of my favorite Marvel characters overall. Like, I love him. Ryan Reynolds really made Deadpool. I don't know what better person to play him. And then the next like whoa moment, of course, spoiler alert, is Human Torch. Human Torch is showing up in the void. All of a sudden, I can't remember his real name. I was like, wait, Captain America is making a cameo in this? No, it's Human Torch. They all got sent to the void. I love that they brought him back. That was like the first like, whoa, they brought back Human Torch. After all that and the Cassandra Nova. And the next moment that I remembered was the action-packed scene with Deadpool and Wolverine where they're fighting in the forest with the car. Oh wait, no, I'm missing a spot. Love seeing Nicepool with the glorious hair. Of course, Ryan Reynolds had to make his appearance with his long hair, his beautiful face. He had to make his appearance without the scars and stuff, you know, come on. And there's this variant in the game called Dogpool. I was like, Dogpool? What is up with these variants? Dogpool, Nicepool. There's a variant in Marvel Snap where there's a Dogpool and then there's a hair pool, Nicepool with his hair. I just realized that they're references to the game. I did see the previews, but for some reason I didn't connect the two. Dogpool and Nicepool are the variants in the game, and now I just have a appreciation for Nicepool that they even made that variant in Marvel Snap. My next favorite scene was the fight scene between Deadpool and Wolverine in the forest in the car. That scene, was anybody feeling some sexual tension in that? It was like, and I think they did this on purpose, where it was like lovers hate to love relationship, that rom-com type, like they hate each other, but in the end they make crazy love. That's what that fight scene was to me, and I was feeling the sexual tension in that fight scene. I was like, they're killing each other and stabbing and, you know, going at it, but there's something going on there, and I was like, oh, is it just me? Is it just me? Was I the only one that felt it? Tell me if you felt something there. And then, man, again, another spoiler. If you made it this far, we saw X-23 in the trailers. X-23, of course, drove them out of the forest and took them to her lair. We see Elektra. Elektra comes out. They brought Elektra back. And then you know who came back? Everyone in the theaters. This was the biggest, like, oh shit, was Blade. They brought back Blade. And his slow-mo scene, it gave me chills, and I'm pretty sure everyone in the theater got chills from that. That was the biggest like, oh no, they didn't bring back blade, and I was like, and the music and the slow-mo shot, that part gave me chills. That was the biggest like oh moment out of the whole entire movie, and the biggest reaction in the theaters. And then we have Channing Tatum as a Gambit. Like what? Like what? I know Channing Tatum is fit, but not gonna lie, the way that the mask is shaped and designed for Gambit, it does push up his face, which kind of makes him look like he's not in shape, but I definitely know he is. But that's what I kept thinking the whole time. The mask kind of just pushed his face up, so it made him look unfit for some reason. I love his part. He did a great job in portraying Gambit, and the interaction between Gambit and Deadpool perfect, because what Deadpool was thinking, I was thinking. I'm trying to grasp his accent because he's like from the bayou, right? The Louisiana. So he has an accent, and the way Deadpool reacted to it is exactly how I'm like, so that Deadpool translation for us and the commentary was amazing. That was probably my favorite part, was them showing all those three characters coming back into the movie. They go to Cassandra Nova, and then they have this big fight scene, right? They have this big fight scene. Cassandra Nova has the freaking the sorcery thing. I don't know who she got it from, Doctor Strange or Wong. And then they get transported back to New York City. And then we run into all of the Deadpools. The next part, you know who we run to? All the Deadpools. And we run into Ladypool. And I checked the credits. Ladypool is, of course, played by Blake Lively, Ryan Reynolds' actual wife, of course. I felt like that was perfect. Unfortunately, Nicepool does not regen, so R.I.P. to Nicepool. Oh, you know what was also a big moment? I'm jumping around because I'm like remembering bits and parcels of it. Was when freaking Wolverine, we've never seen him fight. Like throughout the Wolverine series, he's never put on his mask, his actual Wolverine costume. And when he put that shit on, that was another big, he went to classic Wolverine. He was like, I'ma lock in. And then they start killing all the Deadpool. And of course they regen back. Besides Nicepool, for some reason, they all regen back. They all love Peter Pool. I don't know I forgot what the backstory is behind Peter Pool. And then it leads to them going down to the subway. Of Casanova comes and takes Paradox, and then the big moment after that is when Deadpool and Wolverine go to the sewers, and they gotta that intense scene where they, I don't know, get those things and try to break it. That part, I really thought Deadpool was gonna let Wolverine go on his own. He doesn't have anybody back in his world. They all hate him. So I thought he was gonna let him go. But no, Deadpool locked him out and was like, nope, I am going to be selfless and I'm gonna do this on my own. And he's like, I'm stalling because I'm afraid of dying. I thought that was funny. He could not do it alone. Deadpool was trying to pull this one side. He could not reach to the other side. And Wolverine was just punching through the door, trying to get through. And of course he breaks through and he grabs Deadpool's hand, and he grabs the other side, and they're just straining and redeeming themselves. They have a bigger purpose than themselves, and that was the epic moment. They saved the day. Like a Prayer by Madonna was playing. I need to listen to the Deadpool Wolverine song of that version, because the way they played Like a Prayer and the remix of that version in that scene, it made me like want to rise up. That song had me want to go do things and be better and serve a bigger purpose than myself. That song, Like a Prayer, during that scene is intense, and I love this version of it. They save the day. Wolverine and Deadpool, they go back to meet Deadpool's family, and they have a nice get together. At the end of the day, of course, happy ending. Let's talk about the ending scene. Oh, okay, the post-ending scene credit, I had to look it up because I forgot. And Chris Evans, I don't know, I was drawing a blank on his name. Chris Evans, there's a camera in the cage they were in when they got captured. And all the things that Deadpool was saying, Chris Evans said in that cage, and just spewing, just rated our shit. All the things that Deadpool said to Cassandra Nova that Human Torch said. And in the end, Deadpool goes, oh, can I tell her this verbatim word for word? And he's like, fuck yeah, do it. So, and that's what he did. And that's why Human Torch just went and died the way that he did. It wasn't Deadpool's fault that Human Torch got freaking melted by Cassandra Nova. But man, overall, wonderful movie. It made me want to go see another movie sometime in the future, and it won't be 4 or 5 years later before I see my next one. But those are my thoughts and reactions to the movie. It was great. I rated a 10 out of 10. Overall, I'm not too picky in the first place, but this was a wonderful Marvel movie. And I do have a soft spot for Deadpool. Thank you so much for watching. Tell me about your thoughts on Deadpool 3 if you watched it. I'll catch you on my next one, or I'll catch you live on my Twitch.